Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the gametolovepodcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hopefully.
The epic final. Novak Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz. We saw it in Wimbledon and we're going to get it at the US Open. He's going to be able to handle a situation in a Grand Slam final against Djokovic because he's beaten him in one. I'm going for Carlos Alcaraz.
The main man, the number 24, Novak Djokovic. US Open time, baby! Let's go! Goff could be our US Open champion.
3-set final in which Iga wins. Near impossible that Djokovic doesn't make the final.
Novak Djokovic claiming his 24th Grand Slam title. On the women's side, going for OSTAPENKO.
No surprise here. I think that Novak Djokovic will win this year's US Open, and Coco Gauff is going to be the American that wins it on the women's side.
that Novak Djokovic will win this Grand Slam, beating Alcaraz in the final. I believe that Sabalenka is going to ace up this Grand Slam.
Sabalenka and Djokovic taking it.
Novak Djokovic will have as many Grand Slams as there are hours in the day. Ons Jabeur is going to do it. I really believe, I think Ons has learned from her mistakes.
Novak Djokovic is going to win the US Open.
Aryna Sabalenka is winning her second Grand Slam. Carlos Alcaraz is going back-to-back. He's going to defend his US Open title.
Coco Gauff on home soil is taking home the cake. Gauff will win.
Hello, hello. Hey, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Mic check. Thank you, Ghosty, and everyone. Can you hear me now? Please let me know. I have no. I just clicked something, and it should fix it. Please let me know in the chat, folks. I can't believe I did this whole massive spiel and no one heard anything. Can you hear me now? Please let me know in the chat. A thumbs up, a yes. Okay, Ghosty can hear me. All right. Thank you, folks. Very, very weird. Normally after I start this stream, my mic is on, but for some reason it was checked off. Anyways, we are into the match here. So, folks, we're at deuce in the first game. My name is Covey. I am your host for the evening. Apologies for the sound issues. It's 7:15 here in Vancouver, BC, 10:15 p.m. in New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium. Iga serving at deuce in the very first game of the match. Iga is 0 wins and 3 losses in her career against Jelena Ostapenko. Yeah, Ostapenko has won 6 of 7 sets they've ever played, and she has a breakpoint opportunity here. Now, Ostapenko is all or nothing, folks. She's got, 158 unforced errors so far in the tournament to 129 winners, but she has made her way through three setters to make it here. Iga had a bagel and a breadstick in 2 of her matches. That was against Kaja Juvan and Rebecca Peterson of Sweden. And then she dropped 7 games against Daria Seville. So we are in for a good one. Let me know your predictions. I will let you know mine. I hit the button, but I didn't have my sound on, so you couldn't have known. And the first break goes to Jelena Ostapenko, the person who I am picking to win this match. Yes, I think Jelena Ostapenko is going to overpower Iga. The U.S. Open is the most unpredictable of slams. It's hard for either men or women to defend their titles here. It's just, for some reason, the wacky, wild last Grand Slam of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be a 3-setter, Jelena Ostapenko. And the reason is because she is she's all or nothing, and she's been all on this tournament. Also, she has a really impressive 4-5 career record in the 4th round of Grand Slams. Iga's is 7-6. However, good news for Iga fans, she's won 5 of her last 6 dating back to the beginning of 2022. Also, fun little tidbit. The last loss Iga had before her record 37 match winning streak was against Jelena Ostapenko. That was last year in Dubai, and that was a 3-setter for Ostapenko. Ostapenko lost the first set and then won 6-1, 7-6, so winning in a 3rd set tiebreak. So I'm going Ostapenko in 3 for the upset. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Also, folks, I can hear you, but you still sound Canadian. Very good, Ghosty. I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. I'm behind here a little bit. By the way, join the podcast, join Patreon. There it is. We have GSM Blue Game Farm saying good luck to you both. Thank you to you, my friend. And Ostapenko takes the first point in her service game, so she's quickly up a break. By the way, I should hit that button. It is a 1-break lead for Jelena Ostapenko, up 1-love on the world number 1 early in the very first set here of this round of 16 clash. Go Penky, says Tommy C. Peter says our hearts are for Iga, but Penko is magnificent. Bite my nails and let's go. Sound issues. Okay. Hello. We got Peter from Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Yeah, where Brooklyn at? Yeah, that's how Biggie starts one of his songs. Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G. Rest in peace. Chris Wallace, one of the greatest to ever do it. We got Novak Djokovic in the house saying, I'm looking forward to winning the U.S. Open. I bet you are. I have picked you, my friend, to win it. And I think your pathway just got a little tougher as we got Fritz and Shelton potentially. Shelton hitting 149 miles on his serve a couple of times in this tournament, folks. He made it to the quarterfinals of the Australian Open, did the youngster American, and he is a big game player. And it's going to be him versus Big Foe in the quarterfinal. And oh my goodness, is that mouth-watering. We can't hear you. Yeah, you can now. But I like this. Miggity mic check. There you are. Okay. But you still. All the best, says Martin Zegul. Very cool name, buddy. Ostapenko serving here. She's up a break, but it is now double break opportunity for Iga. 15-40 Ostapenko on her serve. I don't need luck. I'll win it anyway. Iga 3. I nearly defended my title in 2012. Yep. Almost, buddy. But hey, you have a chance now coming up. Shelton is trying to break Growth's record of hardest serve ever. We got the Hedgehog saying, Iga, going to take it 3 and 4. Yup, go Penky in 3, says Tommy C. And Alexander says, I hear you. Ostapenko saves 1 break point. 10 minutes in here into game 2. Ostapenko serving. Ostapenko's looking good here, folks. I feel like she's slimmed or trimmed down since the last time I've seen her play. She's, like I said, she's been on court quite a bit. Three setters, as well as played in the doubles and mixed doubles. She's been on court for over 10 hours so far in just week number 1, if you combine everything. And here we go. We'll get into the kit. Both of them are looking really, really stylish, I must say. And Iga with a backhand up the line, straight up winner off the second serve. And we've got a couple of back-to-back breaks to start this match, folks. Here we go. All right, Iga towels herself off, getting her legs, getting her neck, getting her arms, and getting a couple of balls to choose to kick off game number 3. Back on serve, as neither player able to hold in their first service game. Yeah, 66 people in here, folks. That's pretty good number for the first couple games. Folks, if you haven't done so, hit like on this button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and then, of course, while you're there, might as well hit the notification bell, because why not? And then you can join us as we will be going live every single day until both the men's and women's titles have been lifted. That will be next week on Saturday. A woman will be crowned U.S. Open 2023 champion, and next Sunday, a week from today, we will also have a men's champion as well. So, like I said, Game to Love Tennis Podcast, subscribe, and you can follow every match we do from here until the end of the tournament. Yeah. Also, give it up one time for Ben, who stayed up until the wee hours of the night, like 2, 3 in the morning, to call the Novak match. Poor guy. I know what he feels like when it's Wimbledon and U.S. And French Open and some Australian Open season. But right now, I got the best. I got the best time zone. I think out of all of GTL, West Coast of North America. It's only 7:22 for me p.m. It's 10:22 in New York. So, money in the bank here, folks. So Ostapenko and Iga are deadlocked at 1 game apiece, 15 all. Now, one of the things that Ostapenko does to Iga is she forces Iga off the baseline because she hits with so much power. Iga doesn't like going back behind the baseline. So that's one of the reasons that Iga has had a tough time against Ostapenko. Also, Ostapenko just rips the ball every single chance she gets. Beautiful ace out wide by Iga. I think that was halfway between the net and the service line as it went off the sideline, and no chance for Ostapenko. Now, good serve back to the backhand Ostapenko, +1 Iga into the net, 30 all here. Neither player into too much rhythm just now. Unforced errors already in just a game and a half. 5 to Iga, 3 for Ostapenko. And again, as I did mention earlier, in case you missed it, coming into this tournament, coming into the match so far in the tournament, Ostapenko 158 unforced to 129 winners. So that just shows you how relentlessly aggressive she is. To have 30 more unforced errors and to still be in this tournament is rather impressive. Here it is, second serve at 30 all. Iga, it's a good one. Forehand return, just long from Ostapenko. And then she annoyingly looks at her box as though it's their fault. But she is a funny one in that way. She definitely has lots of reactions to a lot of calls, a lot of balls, a lot of the way she hits them or her opponents hit. Net cords lines. She doesn't trust the shot spot or like the challenge system most of the time. All right, Iga, game point 40-30, looking to be the first player to hold in this match, and she does. So Iga up 2-1. We are on serve. And hey, Iga, good recovery after getting broken. I think we should give her a button.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna suit ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
We've got Idemo Lady in the house. Good morning, Vamos Penko. Good morning, Idemo Lady. Hope you're doing well. We got Peaches. Hello, Covey and GTL fam. Come on, Penko. Please send Iga home. I met Penko on Wednesday. She is real cool and you asked her to please beat Iga. She smiled. She better pull it off tonight. Very, very nice. Very nice, Peaches. Love that story. Alexander Laurent saying hello to you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Always happy to see your name pop up in the comments. And that goes for all of you, folks. Thank you for joining me wherever you may be, whether you're in the middle of the night where you are, it's morning, if it's evening, if you live next door. Whatever the case may be, thank you for joining me. Again, my name is Covey, and I love tennis. I think you do too. So, Iga, the world number 1, facing the 20th seed, Jelena Ostapenko. And again, folks, Iga has only won 1 ever set out of 7 against Jelena Ostapenko. It's one of those interesting lopsided head-to-heads that will definitely have certain people scratching their heads. But let's also remember that Ostapenko is about, what is she, 26? Yeah, she's 26 years old. Iga is 22 years old. One of the times they met was on grass in Birmingham. That was 4 years ago. So Iga was only 18. But then they did meet 2021 in Indian Wells. Ostapenko straight sets there. And then last year in Dubai, Ostapenko drops the first set and then wins 6-1, 7-6 in the final 2. And that was the last loss for Iga last year before her 37-match winning streak. She also won 4 hard court titles last year. So Iga is no stranger to victory on the hard court scene. And Ostapenko, there you go. You had a call out, and she's requesting to see the replay. And it was millimeters out, folks. Just a couple of millimeters out. She doesn't complain after seeing that. It's love 30. So Iga, after getting broken in the first game, holds in her second game, and now is threatening to break for a 3-1 lead. Ostapenko, good serve. Now we're into a rally. Forehand Iga, cross court. But that one goes just a hair long. So Ostapenko on the board, 15-30. We got Alexander saying Swiatek is elite. She is the definition of elite. Absolutely, Alex. She took over the world number 1 74 weeks ago, and has not relinquished it since Ash Barty. She has been a worthy successor to Ash Barty's number 1 ranking after she took it over. For a while, everyone was wondering who's going to take it. What's going to happen? Well, one player took it by the scruff of the neck and has yet to release it, and that is the world number 1. Tommy C. Penke is the most charismatic player on tour, always captivating to watch. She reminds me of Medvedev on the women's side. She's like the female Medvedev in the sense that she's very expressive, very intelligent, quirky, have their own kind of set ways, but yeah, there's something fun between them there. And that's not to say they're not necessarily, they don't play the same style. Like Ostapenko's just all out attack all day long, but Ostapenko with a beautiful backhand angle, and then Iga gets to that. Got into a good rally here. Forehand cross court Iga, and then up the line Ostapenko. She raises her fist to the air. It's 40-30. Great rally. So after a couple breaks, it looks like Ostapenko is going to copy Iga again and then hold on her second opportunity. What a forehand ripper up the line. Ostapenko there. So Jelena again continues to go with the power game, as she always does. A great first serve, return into the net, and we have a hold. So 2-2 here in set number 1. And I think, folks, that the players are starting to heat up, and I think we're in for a very, very good match. I just have a feeling. Sat Sri Akal, Bhai Sahab ki hal chal. That is my buddy Adil saying, Kavi, how are you? Let's go Ostapenko. If you don't know, Sat Sri Akal is the Punjabi for hello, how are you? Hello. It's like you might have heard the term namaste. That's the Hindi word for hello. We have Conrad saying, let's go, Iga. Welcome, Conrad. Thank you for joining the video, the stream, the chat. Emma Raducanu never happened, says Alexander. Yazda Iga from Conrad. Emma Raducanu never happened. Yeah. Do you ever notice that some British people call her Emma Raducanu instead of Raducanu? There's like a certain region of Britain where they add R's to where there's no supposed to be an R. Actually, when I lived in the US, I lived in Washington State, and there were actually people who used to call it Washington, not Washington. And I was like, why are you saying that? You're like from Seattle. But they still had this little twang, it's actually an hour east of Seattle. So it was in the country. Like I lived in a town of 2,000 people. The high school had like 180. And then my high school across the street here in Vancouver had 2,000 people. And Vancouver has more than 2,000 for sure. But not that big. You'd be surprised. The city of Vancouver, just the within city limits, is actually just around 1 million or under. But the whole surrounding Lower Mainland area, there's about 2.5 or up to 4, depending on how long you extend that radius. But here we go. It is 15-all. Iga serving on serve, 2-all here in the first set. And we're in for a good one. We got the heavy hitting Ostapenko, and then we've got the precise, the very whippy forehand of Iga Swiatek, designed to be a monster on clay. Actually, funny enough, these women have 4 French Open titles between them. 3 of them for Iga, 1 of them for Jelena Ostapenko. The last time Ostapenko was in a round of 16 match at a Grand Slam, she defeated Coco Gauff. That was earlier this year at the Australian Open. And how about Coco Gauff, folks? She takes out Wozniacki today, and she's into the quarterfinals and is going to face the winner of this match. I wonder who she wants to win. I'm probably thinking she'll probably want Ostapenko, but she did defeat Iga in an absolute epic semifinal in Cincinnati just a couple of weeks ago. It was unbelievable match. The drama, everything about it was amazing. I got to call it until the very last game, and then I'd take my dog to the vet. It was crazy. We got Shoshana saying, who's winning? So far, it is Iga is up 3-2 as Ostapenko goes forehand into the net. And so Iga is up 3-2, but we are on serve. Where did you live in Washington? I lived in Cle Elum, Washington. Cle Elum and then Roslyn. Basically, it's off of exit 84 on the I-90. So if you leave Seattle and you start heading across on the I-90 eastwards towards, I believe it goes all the way to Massachusetts, believe it or not, that highway. You go to exit 84 and Cle Elum. Boom. There you go. I lived there. Tiny, tiny little town. We got Alexander Laurent saying Los Angeles. That's, I believe, where you are from, Alex. Coco is on fire, says Charles. Hey, Charles. How you doing? Adil saying, oh, wow. Yeah, very, very small town. If you've ever heard of the show called Northern Exposure, there's a famous, in the intro, there's a famous pizza place in this town called Roslyn, Roslyn. So Cle Elum and Roslyn they're like brother and sister towns. They're right beside each other. And whether you live in Cle Elum or Roslyn, you all went to Cle Elum High School if you live in the area. And in Roslyn, there's a famous pizza place. And in the intro of that show, Northern Exposure, they had that pizza place. So that was one of their kind of claims to fame. Not only that, but my mom, they needed they actually needed like a Native American woman to play someone who could drive a stick shift car in one of their episodes. And my mom She's East Indian from India, but I guess that was fine for them. There's not too many people that they could choose from. So my mom was in a scene. She got paid $50 to stay for like 2 hours and just drive through in a car. Pretty cool. So there you go. I over by the Three Lakes, Kachis. Oh man, I haven't heard that name in forever. I have been watching old vids of Ostapenko, trying to see what you like in her, Covey. And did you find anything, or am I delusional? Let me know. I used to love Northern Exposure, says Tommy C. Hey, how about that? I never thought I actually wouldn't have even thought about Northern Exposure. I think I watched like 2 episodes in my life. We tried to like track down, so when I lived there, it was 1994. See, what happened was the Vancouver Canucks lost the Stanley Cup final, and then our family was like, screw this, we're moving. Actually, that's not what happened, but it was 1994, so it was not easy to just be like, oh, this was the episode on Netflix and pull it up. It was like you had to wait like 8 months for it to air live, and you had to record it. And yeah, we never actually, I don't think I even ever found it. We tried to watch it, but yeah. Anyways. Love Northern Exposure, quirky like Ostapenko, says Dave K. Welcome, Dave, to the chat, to the match. 17 seconds left in the shot clock, but Ostapenko, she doesn't need that much. She serves it. Backhand Iga, that's long, and it is 30-15 for Ostapenko. We're on serve, game number 6. It is Ostapenko serving at 2-3, looking to take the 7th set out of 8 opportunities. She's won the first 6 of 7 against Iga in their careers. So there you have it. Couple of French Open champions duking it out for a spot in the U.S. Open quarterfinals under the lights of Arthur Ashe. What more could we ask for, folks? Not too much. Forehand Iga, cross court, forehand Ostapenko, and that goes long. So 30 all here. It was a cult thing here in the UK when I was at school. No way, Tommy. So you're saying you watch Northern Exposure all the way over in England, huh? That's I never would have expected that. Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to see online. Maybe try and find that one tiny little scene where my mom was driving through. Yeah, pretty crazy. But it's easier to find it now than it would have been back then. All right, Ostapenko, good serve. We're into a rally. Forehand Iga, forehand Ostapenko, forehand Iga, cross court, forehand Ostapenko up the middle, backhand Iga, backhand Ostapenko, cross court, backhand Iga, backhand Ostapenko up the line, forehand Iga, cross court, forehand Ostapenko. Ooh, tries to go up the line, but hits the high part of the net. And then once again, drops her shoulders, turns around, looks at her box in frustration. But I can assure you her box had nothing to do with her missing that forehand at the last rally, 12-shot rally, and that sets up another breakpoint opportunity for the world number 1, Iga Swiatek. Iga's under fire here. Sabalenka has a chance to take over the world number 1 ranking, depending on what happens here in week number 2. Ostapenko, short ball on the +1, and it's an inside-out forehand winner from the service line. She saves breakpoint deuce in game number 6. So what's Ostapenko wearing? She's got a white visor. She's wearing a dress. The top is a tank top. The middle is like tennis ball yellow, and the kind of sleeves and the outsides on the front are like a lime green color. Oh, forehand goes wide, and once again she looks at her box. The skirt itself is lime green. So the middle is tennis ball yellow, and the skirt is tennis ball yellow. The back is lime green, and the sides on the front, so from shoulders outwards, it's lime yellow. And then she's rocking white shoes, white socks, white wristbands on either wrist. Looking very good, I must say. The lime green and the tennis ball yellow. Ooh, Iga gets the break as Ostapenko comes in on her +1, backhand up the line, but Iga quickly races cross court and rips a forehand winner as Ostapenko was unable to set herself as she was making the approach. Beautiful shot, and world number 1 with the break once again. So she's up a break for the 2nd time in the set. All right, we're getting to the nitty-gritty-ish. maybe halfway past the first set. We're not sure. It depends on how it shakes down. But it is Iga serving 4-2 before this next changeover, looking to take a 5-2 lead and consolidate this this break. Nice deep return from Ostapenko. And, Ostapenko basically had a return +1 and then ripped her inside-out forehand just an inch or so long. And so it is Iga up 15-love. But Ostapenko had the advantage in that rally, that very short rally. Here we go. Iga serving 15-love. And it's an ace up the tee. Ostapenko raises her hands up like this, saying, hey, isn't that wide? But no call was made, meaning it was in. And they're showing the replay, and not to the whole stadium, but on my screen, and it was in, of course. We're never going to see an opposing results to a line call, as all of them are done electronically nowadays. Or not everywhere, but here. It's 30-love. First serve is long. Here comes the second serve from Iga. It's a good one. Backhand Ostapenko goes wide, landing into the alleyway, and Iga threatening a game to love here to consolidate. Ostapenko again giving the stare down to her team. All right, so what's Iga wearing? The trademark white hat. She's wearing her on black and blue tank top. So, hold on. It's a wide angle again. I'm gonna have to get a better look. We'll get to her kit in one more second. Good serve, backhand Ostapenko, return, backhand Iga, backhand Ostapenko. That also goes into the alleyway, and it is 5-2. The consolidation has occurred, and Iga is up comfortably here in the first set.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm the feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna suit ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
All right, so I asked Charles Cross, I said, well, he's saying, I'm trying to see what you like in her, Covey, and his verdict is, see, that was it. What's up with her constant pouting and chirping? The thing I like about it is she's animated. It's comical. She doesn't take herself too seriously, but she's consistent. That's what I'll say. It's not like she's like, oh, on a bad day, she's feeling extra annoying and pouty. She's like this every time. And there's a consistency to it, unlike the consistency in the level of my volume of my voice that she has, which I think is kind of endearing. And I don't take her too seriously either, so that's probably why it's easy for me to enjoy her on court. I don't want to call them antics, but kind of demeanor is maybe a better word. Penko looks good in those colors. In person, looks very beautiful, says Peaches. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I haven't seen them in person as you have, but definitely they look very, very nice. Loving the color schemes. This is definitely one of her better uniforms, says Charles. There you go. I love Penko. Penko, she is legit, not phony. Hey, you're a phony. I don't know if you guys... There is, when I used to watch that show Family Guy, there's like a famous quote where the guy keeps calling Peter Griffin a phony no matter what he does, and you just reminded me of that. All right, Ostapenko serving to stay in the first set. She's down 2-5, but don't let the scoreline fool you. It's just a one break difference. So Ostapenko second serve is good. Backhand up the line. Clean winner, Iga. And Iga making my prediction look not so sharp right now. All right, so what is Iga wearing? So as mentioned, she's wearing her on gear, her white on hat, and she's wearing a black, white, and blue top. So basically, her and the skirt is the same thing. It's not one piece, it's not a dress. There's a top and a bottom, but they're on the exact same color scheme. So about 90% is from her right shoulder all the way to her left is all black, and then there's a little bit of dark blue, and then the very, very right side of her body is white. It's a very cool little little scheme. So like mostly black, tiny bit of blue, and then white. And it's the same on her skirt. She's wearing white shoes, white socks, and she's got a white wristband on the right wrist. And is looking good right now. It's now 1530 as the +1 from Ostapenko goes wide. Yeah, Iga with just the one white right wristband, nothing on the left. Here we go. Penko, good first serve. Iga backhand into the high part of the net. 30 all. So this is a very, very big point right now, folks. If Iga can win this point, she will have the first set point of this one. First serve is good. Forehand Iga up the middle. Forehand Ostapenko. Iga just blocks that back. Short ball. Ostapenko easily rips inside in forehand from the middle. And we are at 40-30. Ostapenko looking to stay alive in the set. Tommy C. I was at a restaurant earlier this year with Pinky at one table. Ooh, Annabelle Croft on another and Camilla Giorgi on another. I was basically surrounded by tennis babes. Ha ha ha. Big serve and the return. There is no return. It's an unreturned big serve. And Ostapenko holds. It is Iga now with the chance to serve it out. She's up 5-3. Iga has broken twice. Ostapenko has only broken one time. She will have to break if she has any chance whatsoever to win this set or to even continue it. Swiatek. By the way, Tommy C, was this like during Wimbledon times or was this during like earlier this year? I'm thinking, was it like during like the grass court swing before Wimbledon? If you're over in England, curious to know. And by the way, I would love to meet Camilla Giorgi in person. I would love to win all of them. What do you think of Katie Boulter? Well, I think that, I haven't watched her too much. I actually did not pick her to advance yesterday, and it was Peyton Stearns who did take her out. I think she's a good player. I think, not sure if she has the power to kind of hang with the top women who like at the top of the game, and she's obviously not near the top. But I think she's a good player. She's I don't have too much to say about her, to be quite honest. I just find that she's timid, if that makes that's just like the word that comes to my mind. Like I feel like she needs maybe a little more ferocity. But one thing I like about her boyfriend, Alex de Minaur, he doesn't have the physical stature, but he has like the desire and stamina to just push himself. Like I feel like that's maybe what she's missing. That's what I mean by timid. But pretty good player for sure. Good question there, Alex. All right, 15 all. Iga serving for the first set, but it's Ostapenko ripping a forehand winner up the line. Looking to break. Halfway there is Ostapenko, 15-30. Iga. We got how many winners today? 12-7 so far in favor of Jelena Ostapenko, the Latvian. Oh, water, I love you so much. Here's Iga trying to serve out the set. Good first serve, Ostapenko. Nice deep return, but it's long. So 30 all. Ostapenko's got a nice long braid straight from the back of her hair. Of course, Iga got the typical Iga ponytail through the back of her hat, as she always does. There's her coach, Viktorovsky. He's a man I would not want to encounter in a dark alley. He just seems like he's got the squarest jaw I've ever seen, other than like Rambo or He-Man. But he seems to be a very good coach. Here we go, backhander going up. We got a forehand Ostapenko, forehand Iga, nice rally, forehand Ostapenko up the line, backhand Iga defensively. Ooh, back in the corner there, and lands in. Backhand, Ostapenko cross court, and then Iga with the backhand up the line, bounces high off the net cord, and then drops on the Ostapenko side. Ostapenko is not going to be happy about that. 11-shot rally, and a little bit of luck sets up the first set point for Iga. 39 minutes into this match. Oh, I just got a text message and don't want to be disturbed. So we'll put the do not disturb on with the old Apple Watch. And it's set point for Iga, 40-30. Looking to serve it out and take just her second ever set against Ostapenko. First serve is, it's a let. That was right to the body of Ostapenko, and she would not have gotten out of the way on time. So a little bit lucky for Ostapenko that that was a let cord on the serve there. I shouldn't say let cord. Net cord is different. That was what happened on the last point. There you go. Good first serve up the middle, and the return is long. Iga takes the second set she's ever taken against Jelena Ostapenko, and she is halfway to a date with Coco Gauff in the quarterfinals here in NYC.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna suit ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
So Iga Swiatek is leaving the court. Interesting. Usually when you see someone lose a set, they might leave the court. But interestingly, Iga wins the set and leaves the court. Maybe she just has to go to the bathroom or something. So this is how it went. 12 winners to 8 for Ostapenko. However, it was only 6 unforced errors, Iga, and 16 for Ostapenko. So as mentioned off the top, Ostapenko is all or nothing. And I mean, it wasn't nothing in this set, but the nothing was bigger than the all. How about that? And that is typical as to what she's been doing all tournament. She's coming into this match. She had 30 more unforced errors than winners, but is still alive in the tournament. So again, she is going all out aggression. She always does, but it did not work out for her in this first set. Iga definitely must be feeling pretty good. Again, she has had a tough time. She's 0-3 career versus Ostapenko. So this is a good situation for her to be in. She has one time before she was up 1-0. That was last year in Dubai, and Ostapenko came back and won that one. So Ostapenko will have some good memories to look back on and some good experiences to kind of bring up as she tries to will herself into a fourth straight 3-setter if she can here in New York on this run. This is the first time she's ever been this far at the U.S. Open, believe it or not. We got TCK. Welcome, brother. Saying Penko and Tech, who's your bet? Cheers to all. I picked Ostapenko in a 3-setter. Right now, Iga looking pretty sharp, though. We got I pray Iga wins, says Shosana, or Skozana. We got Martin saying Iga to win 6-3, 3-6, 6-3. All right, come on, Penko, reset, and let's go, says Peaches. Folks, my goal is to get 100 likes on every time I do a stream at least. However, in this one, trying to get to 100. We're at 46 after one set. Very, very good numbers. So I want to thank you to everyone who has given us some support with a like. Really, really appreciate it. And even if you haven't given us a like and you're just watching in the background, still grateful to be watching tennis with you. But folks, if you do feel like supporting, hit that like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You can join us every single day for the rest of the U.S. Open. Like I said, 1 week from... Ooh, Iga's taking off her top, folks. She's got her, of course, sports bra underneath. And some people in the crowd are giving her some cheers. And she's changing her top right in front of everyone. Nicely done, Iga. All right, so Ostapenko will serve first in set number 2. As mentioned, she is no stranger to 3-set matches. She's already played 3 in her first 3 matches. Iga cruising. She's won all 7 sets so far that she has played here in New York. Straight sets wins in her first 3 matches. And of course, just took the first set here in the round of 16. 43 minutes. That's all it took for Iga to take the first set. Here we go. Second set underway as Ostapenko first serve is good. Forehand Iga cross court. Forehand Ostapenko long and wide. So Iga starting off strong. Love 15 on the Ostapenko serve. Love Djokovic, positive disposition. Events are first won in the heart and the head before they are evident. Great guy. Very, very nice comment from Martin. Thank you very much. And I agree with you. Tennis is just as much mental as it is physical. If you do not believe you can win while you're playing, you very likely will not win. Iga in straight sets, says Charles. Is the bakery open this late? We're about to find out. I heard New York has some pretty good 24-hour bakeries. All right, backhand Ostapenko. We're into a good rally. Forehand Iga. Ostapenko off the net, but lands nice and deep. Iga, no problem with that. Forehand. Now forehand Ostapenko up the line, and it's a winner. Ostapenko refuses to back off from the baseline, and she has the power to be able to actually stand there and make Iga sweat a little bit. Again, Iga with a great first set, a well-deserved first set, but still has yet to beat Ostapenko. So Ostapenko does have these experiences, as mentioned earlier, in her mind saying, look, I've done this before. She's never beaten me. So I still believe I can win. It's Ostapenko up 40-15. So she's off on the right foot after losing the first point of this game, of this set. Here we go. Ostapenko, ace up the tee. It's a hold to 15. And 1-love. Better start to the second set. In the first set, each player was broken right away in their first service game. This time, Ostapenko holds, and she's up 1-love. And folks, I didn't get a chance to play her button in the last set, but she deserved it at least once. So this is for Ostapenko.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, 'cause it's Ostapenko.
We're at 49 likes, just one away from our half target. 46 minutes into this match. Iga up 1 set, serving on serve at love 1 here in set number 2. Ball toss is up, serve into the net. Here comes the second serve. Here comes the second serve. It's a good one. Forehand Ostapenko with tons of power. Iga blocks that back. Another forehand. Oh my heavens, what a wicked angle winner from Ostapenko. She hit the ball from where the sideline meets the baseline. And man, she hit it. Yeah, the angle was crazy. It was like halfway up the service box when the ball broke the plane of the sideline. Very wicked angle. And it's a winner. Ostapenko up love 15 on the Iga serve. But not for long, as Iga's first serve is a good one. And Ostapenko forehand inside out goes haywire. A little wide and actually a lot wide. Wide of the doubles alley. It's 15 all. Have you seen Ben Shelton serving absolute bombs? I'm hearing that he hit 149 miles per hour a couple of times. Yeah, that is just crazy. I mean, like, I would be scared if I was like behind the returner. Like if I had tickets there, I'd be like, I need to wear hockey goalie gear or like a helmet or something. That is scary fast, folks. That's like, you know, I'm sure Andy Roddick right now is just proud as hell of his compatriot, serving in the high 140s, folks. 149. That is crazy. That just goes to show how good these tennis players are. If you could hit a ball that hard and it has a chance to come back, not like many people can return it, but some of them can. And that just shows, you know, try to get one of us civilians. Literally the ball would like hit the racket would fly out of our hands, and a whole bunch of random things would happen we'd have no control over. Iga up 40-15 here, so continuing to look pretty good after getting broken in her very first service game of the match. She's held every other game since, looking to continue that trend. Double game point, world number 1. First serve is long. I think Ben Shelton is a big-time player, folks. I think he's a big game player. The bigger the moment, the better he plays. I'm starting to get that feeling about him, and I've had a really good feeling about him all year. If you've been watching my streams, I've been constantly harping about he's, to me, included in the Runas, the Sinners, the Alcaraz, and the Next Gen. I also think potentially Artur Fils is another guy who could be in there. I think there's one or two other guys I'm not really thinking of right now, but in that next gen that are going to be pretty good. 18 forced errors to 8. Ostapenko, unfortunately, leading that category, but she does save 1 game point. It's 40-30. Iga, good serve up the tee. Forehand Ostapenko is good. Short ball. Iga +1 into the net. And it's back to level here at deuce. Swiatek is big time. Yeah, as big as they come right now. She's been killing it for the better part of a year and a quarter now. With all due respect to Tommy Paul, but it looked like he had on cement shoes receiving serves at time. I mean, what can you do? I think anyone facing 149 miles an hour serves is going to look like they're not only in cement shoes, but they're going to be dumped in water with cement shoes on, because you're not going to last if someone's going to be making that many. Oh, it is Ostapenko with the return off the net cord, and it bounces onto Iga's side. So she gets a luck after Iga had a lucky point earlier in the first set. So it is break point opportunity now for Ostapenko, looking to take a 2-love lead in set number 2. Put some pressure on the world number 1. Take back that scoreboard pressure. Well, maybe not take back. She already has the scoreboard pressure, but to really to kick that pressure into high gear. So it's a second serve now, Ostapenko for the break. She's feet are both on the baseline. Second serve is good, and the forehand return is nice and deep. Iga cannot handle it. Her forehand goes long, and it is Ostapenko with the break and the 2-love lead here in set number 2.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
I want to thank every one of you for helping us get to our past our half goal. We're at 54 likes. Thank you to everyone. Really appreciate your support. We got Ostapenko serving here, looking to consolidate. And the good first serve up the tee. Iga Swiatek forehand goes long. A little bit of a shank there. Maybe I'll press the button. Yeah, I'll press the button. First serve at 15 love, just wide of the up the tee. Second serve on the way from the Latvian. Latvia versus Poland here in New York City. Forehand Iga on the second serve on the return is a good one. And forehand Ostapenko chopped back. Now Iga with the backhand cross court makes her way to the net. Ostapenko, oh, she didn't even get a racket on it. She was there. I didn't actually see what happened. She swung for the ball. Maybe she missed it. I'm watching on a very small screen. So normally I'm watching the match on a big screen, and I could see that I have my laptop, and it's connected to like a 32-inch TV. And I'm normally watching on there, but for this turn, ace up the tee for Ostapenko, 30-15. Sorry, 40-15. So Ostapenko really quickly trying to consolidate this break and take a 3-love lead. She's got 3 aces in this set to Iga's 0. So definitely the Latvian has honed in here for set number 2 after dropping the first set 6-3. Good serve, return long from Iga, and it's a very easy hold. Game to 15 for Ostapenko, and she gets a consolidation, and again, looking to put that pressure on Iga, and she's up 3-love. Bakery is closed. It is closed right now, but there's a potential in the third set that it could be open. Iga is 99-1 when she's winning the first set since Penko beat her in Dubai. Wow. That is a crazy stat. I did not know that, and thank you for that, Idemo lady. Are you guys hearing that? So 99% of the sets, the times that she has won the first set since Ostapenko last beat her, she's won 99% of those matches. So it looks like she lost that match after winning the first set to Ostapenko and decided, you know what, I'm going to learn from this. And she definitely has. But will Ostapenko be the person to end that streak? I wonder. Both ladies are putting some sort of cream on. Ostapenko put some like lip gloss or maybe chapstick. Maybe she's got dry lips. And it looks like Iga is putting some ointment or something on the right side of her right hand. And then she was blowing on it after. So I don't know exactly what that's all about. But I'm just trying to describe to you what I'm seeing here. No, that one was Krejcikova in Ostrava. Okay. Daria, Cubby boy, what's up? Hello, Daria. How you doing, buddy? What is it? 10:30 a.m. in India. 10:35 a.m. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm having a great time here watching this one. Iga wins the first set 6-3. 2 breaks for Iga, 1 for Ostapenko in the first set. And Iga was able to serve it out when she was up 5-3. But since then, all Ostapenko winning all 3 games in set number 2. Beautiful kicker out wide off the sideline. She hit that same serve in the first set I mentioned is a lovely serve, and she just replicated that. It's 15-love. Trying to get on the board here in set number 2 is world number 1, Iga Swiatek. Here we go. 15-love. First serve coming up. Nope, into the net. Moon screen lotion. The New York moon is brutal. I don't think I've ever heard of moon screen. I have a feeling you're joking. Oh, inside out forehand winner on the second serve from Ostapenko. So she anticipated that beautifully, ran around the backhand and ripped an inside out winner. And it is 15-all. Rarely do you see, like, Iga's got great movement, but somehow Ostapenko seems to make her like kind of freeze for a second just because there's so much power. If you guess wrong, you look silly, you know? Here you go. Serve Iga to the forehand of Ostapenko, and that goes way. She shanked that one, folks. Iga up 30-15. Ostapenko's team looking nice and relaxed in their box. Maybe more so than she typically looks. Here we go. Iga, 30-15. First serve is long. So you're saying, no, that was Krejcikova. No, I understood what you meant. You're saying since Iga lost that match to Ostapenko, she's only lost 1 match after winning the first set. Yeah, so there you go. All right, 30-all here as Iga backhand goes long and wide. There's her team psychologist, her coach. Iga, as always, rocking the Ukraine-colored ribbon on the top, on the right side of her hat. 30-all here. Good first serve. Return into the alleyway. And once again, Jelena Ostapenko just looking back at her team. It's almost like she's blaming the mishit on them or like trying to talk to them about it or something. But she does it after every point. Like I said, she is consistent. Okay. So, I just realized the yellow in Ostapenko's dress is like the same color yellow that's in the Rolex time, like the little clock thing that tells you how long the match has been. Oh, Ostapenko tries to do a drop shot, but unsuccessful, goes into the net, and Iga Swiatek holds. And so she is on the board. However, still down 1-3. Down a break here. So Ostapenko looking to continue staying ahead of Iga and will need to hold serve and able to do so. Manor, Covey, I hope Penko will win before I'll go to work. Are you working with children, right? In kindergarten or in like the preschool, daycare? I can't stand that, says Charles. Yeah, no, I hear you, Charles. I mean, I can see why it's annoying for some people. I just take it with a grain of salt. I just, like I said, it's so funny to me But she's consistent with it, and that's why I just kind of, it's like you have that one cynical buddy who just, no matter what happens, always like blaming something on something else. She kind of reminds me of like that guy or that person. Ostapenko goes long on her forehand after the rally starts, and it's 15 apiece here in game 5. Yes, daycare, says Manor. Interesting. Because Idemo lady also mentioned about something about waking up. So interesting that Manor and Idemo lady are in the same time zone, it seems like. The start of the year is very hard for me mentally. I thought I'll be better. Yeah. You mean the start of like the work year, school year type of thing? How do you think Taylor Fritz will do? I don't have the highest hopes for him, to be honest. I mean, he's doing well. He's been, I think has he dropped a set? Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure he has yet to drop a set. So he's playing well. Let's see. Fritzy, straight sets today. Straight sets against Mensik. Straight sets against Varia. Straight sets against Steve Johnson. So yeah, he's 1, 2, 3, 4 matches, 12 sets. He's looking good. I think he's 0-7 against, maybe 0-6 or 0-7. Novak's playing really well. I think Fritz has a shot. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes a set, maybe even 2. But I don't see him winning. If you're asking me right now, I don't think he will. He will win that match. I just have a feeling that Novak is gonna probably make the final. The only player that I have been saying that I think has a shot to take him out before the final, in my opinion, is Tiafoe. But let's see. Who knows? Maybe Shelton can bomb his way to a final. How crazy would that? Imagine an Alcaraz Shelton final. That would be pretty nuts. But I'm going to be very honest. I want to see Novak Alcaraz. Hopefully that happens. But apparently, even if you are almost 22, you need your mommy with you. Yeah. Countries exist, Covey. Yeah, I'll ignore that. Manor, stay strong, says Idemo lady. Okay. I wasn't making any insinuations. All I said was interesting that you seem to be in the same time zone. And yes, you're right. Countries do exist. Okay. So Ostapenko holds and continues to stay up a break. She's up 4-1. Iga will serve after the changeover. If you're wondering what else happened in the day on the women's side, Muchova continues her stellar year, beating Jinyu Wang of China in 3. We had Sorana Cirstea continues her nice run, taking out Olympic champion Belinda Bencic in straight sets. Coco Gauff with a 3-setter over Wozniacki. Wozniacki, a great run, just comes out of retirement, making her way deep into tournaments. Very, very impressive run. But Coco Gauff, I am very excited to see how she does in the quarterfinals against either Ostapenko or Iga Swiatek, because she has had this surge in her career since Wimbledon. She lost in the first round to Sophia Ken, and since then she's only lost 1 match. That was in like the semis or quarterfinals in Montreal to her doubles partner JPEG, who Pegula ended up winning the title in Canada. That was the only loss for Coco. Coco's also won in Washington, 1 in Cincinnati, and is just cruising along here. So, and not just cruising in the sense of winning all the sets, but she's winning all the matches however she can. On the men's side today, Shelton took out Paul. We had Tiafoe taking out Rinky Hijikata on the all-name team in straight sets. Fritz over Stricker in straights, and Djokovic over Goyo. That's Serbia versus Croatia, and the Serbs take that one. Djokovic into the quarterfinals and will face Taylor Fritz. All right. Iga with a beautiful serve out wide, but Ostapenko rips it back cross court diagonally, and Iga's forehand off of that reply was way out. So it's love 15 on the Iga serve. Ostapenko looking sharp and focused here so far in set number 2. She's won 4 of the 5 games played. Iga, love 15. First serve is long. Wait, are you saying you think Big Foe has a chance at taking out Nole? I've been saying since I've seen the draw that he's the only player that I think could take him out before the final. That's my opinion. I think Big Foe has a very special relationship with the New York crowd. They're going to be, if they play, they're going to be 1,000% behind Tiafoe, and I think that might help him. I still think, and I have picked Novak to win, but I think out of all, like when someone asked me a couple days ago, out of Shelton, Tommy Paul, and Tiafoe, who do I think has any chance? I said, in my opinion, Tiafoe has the best chance. So that's how I see that one. I still think, like I said, Novak would win, but I think Tiafoe has a better chance. I think he had a better chance than Paul, which obviously we'll never find out now because Paul's out. I don't think Shelton, I think Novak would handle Shelton, even though Shelton's been playing really great. Novak's experience would come through, but Tiafoe, there's something about him in New York. Watch out for that guy. That's all I'm saying. Nice work. Let's go. Penko. Manor Penko dodged the ditched the doubles. Kitchenok playing with Collins. Man, I really hope Iga losing, says Manor. Unforced errors to winners. Iga at 10 apiece. OSTAPENKO is picking up the winners here in the second set. All right, we're into a rally, backhand to backhand. Ooh, the backhand from OSTAPENKO goes long, and again, she does this after every time her ball goes long. She does that, as if the electronic line calling is incorrect. Ram Bakshi in the house. What up, brother? How are you? He's asking me. I'm doing great. Watching a great tennis match here. How are you doing? Hope everything is well for you over in Singapore, if I'm correct. Iga double game point 40-15. Looking to stay within touching distance. Put some pressure on OSTAPENKO. Good return, OSTAPENKO. Backhand Iga. Forehand OSTAPENKO. Ooh, she tried to hit her winner up the line, but that one's long. Iga holds. And it is now 4-2 OSTAPENKO. Serving here, no changeover. So, getting right back on the horse. 45 likes away from our target of 100. Not too shabby. We're only a set and a half through here. 112 people watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me from wherever you may be. I am in Vancouver, BC, Canada, where I have a very, very lucky time zone. It's only 8:15 for me here in Vancouver. It's 11:15 p.m. in New York City, where this match is being played. First serve, OSTAPENKO to kick off Game 7 is long, so it'll be a second serve for Iga here to take a look at. No, it won't, as it's a double fault. Love 15. So could the nerves be kicking in here for the first time for OSTAPENKO? She is up 4-2. She's down a set. And look, Iga's looking very focused here, looking like she wants to break and put that pressure on OSTAPENKO. First serve from OSTAPENKO into the net. So 3 straight serves. Well, no double fault here. We're into a rally. Forehand Iga, forehand OSTAPENKO, forehand Iga. Ooh, I thought it was going to be long, but it looked like it dipped onto the line at the last second. And OSTAPENKO did not disagree. So there you go. It is love 30. Iga looking to pounce and get back on to serve. If she does, folks, I would give her a really good chance to take it in straight sets. If not, though, see if OSTAPENKO can recover from this love 30. Not looking good here as the first serve goes long by about 4.5 feet. So second serve, OSTAPENKO. And it's another double fault. Looks like the nerves are kicking in, folks. Triple break point for Iga. Iga has a chance to break to love to get back on to serve here in set number 2. Iga will have up to 3 chances to level this set, or at least to get back on serve. It wouldn't be level. She'd still have to consolidate that hold to get back to even. Second serve, OSTAPENKO. Backhand Iga. It's a clean winner up the line, and it's a break to love for the world number 1. We are back on serve. Great comment from Manor. Hawkeye, it's out. Penko. I doubt it. Really, yeah, that's a good one. All right. Nobody can beat Nole playing traditional tennis. You have to surprise him with pace and crazy angles. So it makes sense that someone like Francis can take him down. There you go, Charles. Yeah, Tiafoe's got the game. He's got a big serve. He's got that big whippy forehand. His backhand is also really good. Like I said, I still give Novak if you're asking me to put money on, I'm putting on Novak, but I've been saying it since the beginning of the tournament. The only possible threat, I actually thought that Novak was going to go without dropping a set to the finals. Obviously, he lost 2 sets to Laszlo Djere a couple of days ago, but after doing so, he completely crushed him. I think he only gave up like 5 games in the last 3 sets or something. Geez, Penko, WTF, she didn't even hit that. It was so close to her. Yeah, you're right. She didn't even try to go for that backhand winner that Iga just ripped up the line. So we're back on serve. Now, will Iga come out and hold serve strong, or what will happen? I'm very, very curious, because I feel like last year Iga, when she's, down a break, she comes back and she just, all right, I'm going to crush you now. I'm back on serve. But this year, the magic of Iga, it's still there, but it's just not as strong. I think people are starting to catch up to her. I think people are starting to believe a little bit more against her than they did last year. So, I think it's just one of those things where Iga has forced everyone else to level up, and that people are starting to level up. People like Coco Gauff, people like, whoever, Sabalenka, players who were just having a tough time against her last year. Like Saba's done pretty well against her. Obviously, Rybakina does really well against Iga. So again, the big heavy hitters, I'd say the biggest 3 heavy hitters are Sabalenka, Rybakina, Ostapenko are the ones that the types of player that can give Iga the biggest headaches. All right, we're into game number 8. Backhand to backhand rally, backhand chop from Iga, and it does not make it back over the net. And Ostapenko takes the first point on the Swiatek serve. It's love 15. Iga, after she hit that backhand chop that didn't make it over the net, her racket fell right out of her hand. All right, Iga serving love 15. First serve just long. Whoa. And it's a double fault from Iga. So Ostapenko with a very precarious service game right before with 2 double faults, and she got broken to love. Well, now Iga looking a little bit nervous here. She just hit a double fault and is down love 30 on her serve. So as I mentioned, last year I felt like after she breaks back, she kind of roared and took over the set. This year hasn't been the same, and it's kind of looking like this year version of Iga versus the last year. Let's see how it shakes out. Still not over for either player in this game. First serve at love 30 is good. Right at Ostapenko, she blocks it. It lands in. Short ball. Iga gets to that at the net and pushes it up the line for the winner. Ostapenko had to guess, and she guessed wrong like a soccer goalie. As Iga had time to wait out to see which direction Ostapenko was going before she decided to go up the line smartly, and it's 15-30. Manor, this is why WTA is so much more interesting. Dominance is not really a thing. I mean, you could argue last year that Iga was dominant, but yeah, you're right. Definitely, obviously, the big 3 have won like everything for the last 15 years, other than a couple of people in between here. You got your Stans, you got Del Potro, now Alcaraz, and of course Andy Murray, but pretty much that's the whole list. And then you add the big 3 for the last 15 years. There's been way more winners in the last 15 years of majors on the women's side. Even if it's a thing, everyone has a chance to win something. You are right. Random tennis equals tennis better equals random tennis equal is better than I think maybe you mean random tennis equals better tennis, maybe. But yeah. Okay. Ostapenko had a double break opportunity, but one of them is saved by Iga. So tense moments here for Iga. If she loses this game, Ostapenko will have a chance to serve it out and take us to a deciding third set. Even still, even though this match has gone on a set and a half, it's gone pretty quick. The pace is fast. Only an hour and 15 minutes, 74 minutes in so far. All right. So Iga still down a break point opportunity. It's 30-40. It's Ostapenko looking to break. Yeah, taking a little bit of time here between serves. First serve into the net. So Iga's starting to remind me a little bit of Rafa and Djokovic in the sense that as the set becomes more and more tense, she takes more and more time before she serves, bounces the ball a few extra times, really mentally setting herself up. All right, we're into a rally here. Forehand. Actually, not really. That was a short rally because Iga's forehand on her second rally ball shot after the serve is a long shot. And Ostapenko breaks once again and will now have a chance to serve it out. Okay, so Ostapenko serving right now, 5-3 for the set and for a chance to take this to a third and deciding set for a chance to meet Coco Gauff in the quarterfinals. Second serve, good. Forehand return, nice and deep. Ostapenko backhand. Forehand Iga, clean winner up the line, love 15. So that's 5 straight points now for Iga on the Ostapenko serve. Remember, Ostapenko was broken to love in her last game when she was up 4-2, had a chance to go up 5-2, but Iga broke to get back on serve. However, she just got broken in the last game. So what was a little bit of a tidy set for Ostapenko at the beginning is unraveling slightly, but she still has a chance, just 3 points away from leveling this match, 15 all. Ace up the tee from Ostapenko, 30-15. Getting close here, folks. We are now officially into 105-mile ace up the tee. And tries to do another ace up the tee, but this time it is wide. And also wouldn't have been an ace because Iga was there anyways. All right, second serve, 30-15. It's a good one. Backhand Iga. And it's another clean winner up the line. This time from the backhand side. The first one was from the forehand side earlier in this game. So 30 all. Iga not done yet. Not ready to relinquish set number 2 just yet. Beautifully struck backhand, landing just inside the sideline. Here we go. Ostapenko once again tries to go up the tee, but unable to land in the service box. So again, second serve now. Good second serve, backhand Iga. Backhand Ostapenko into the net, halfway down the net. And it is again break point for Iga. So far in the tense moments, it is Ostapenko who has blinked first. She blinked when she was serving up 4-2, and she is blinking right now potentially with a chance to serve it out. First serve is a let here at 30-40, so she'll have a couple more chances to serve. We got saying Alexander chatting from New Orleans, Louisiana. Nola, welcome, Martin. Very, very dope. I actually played pickleball against the guy who's on the team owned by Drew Brees. His name is Thomas Wilson. And he just played against John McEnroe and Drew Brees in like this charity thing in NOLA in New Orleans. So Ostapenko saves a break point here, and we're back to deuce. We're back to level here at deuce. So Ostapenko now 2 points away from forcing a third set. Ooh, first serve. Tried to go ace up the tee, but just a couple of hairs long there. Second serve now. Good. Forehand Iga up the middle. Forehand Ostapenko. Forehand Iga to the backhand Ostapenko. Cross court. Backhand Iga into the net. And it is set point for Ostapenko. She is a point away from taking us to a third and deciding set. No, says Minor. Isn't New Orleans in Cali? No. New Orleans is in Louisiana, in the opposite, on the eastern side. Cali is all the way west. You guys have 2 New Orleans in USA. Oh, maybe they do have a New Orleans in Cali. I don't know. I know that there's a lot of... Oh, Ostapenko serve up the tee and the return into the net from Iga. And it is Jelena Ostapenko forcing a third and deciding set. Whoever wins it will face Coco in the quarterfinals. So we're level. I think someone in the chat said Iga's going to win 6-3, 3-6, 6-3. So whoever had that prediction... looking pretty good right now, but for the time being, I think we give some love to Ostapenko.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, 'cause it's Ostapenko.
Okay, Ostapenko. Wow, 88% of her first serve points won. That's huge. Iga 69. That's not a bad number. 11 winners to 6 for Ostapenko. 9 unforced errors to 7. Again, Ostapenko has more, but more winners as well. And there you go, folks. Ostapenko still undefeated in her career against Iga, and that streak is still alive, potentially. If she can take this third set here, she will be 4-0 in her career. One of those interesting stats. So Minor was saying something about you guys have 2 New Orleans in the USA. I know there's tons and tons of city names. Like there's a Springfield in like 2 or 3 different states, or 4 or 5. Like there's tons of like the same name towns in various different states. We have Chi sports fan saying let's go. Martin, no, Louisiana, that's why we have Hurricanes. Who do you want winning? I picked Ostapenko. That doesn't mean I want her to win. That's just who I at the beginning I do my predictions. Honestly, doesn't really matter, although I think it would be fun to watch a rematch of Iga and Coco from the semifinal in Cincinnati. So to answer your question, I'll say Iga, even though I've picked Ostapenko. Minor, let's go. Ostapenko, let's go, says Chi sports fan. It was probably Ted. Oh, about the prediction. Who? Oh, we already had that. No, says Charles. Charles, yes. What do you think about Djokovic? I think he's one of the greatest players to ever play. I think if you're asking me right now, I think he'll make it to the final. And I think if he faces anyone other than Alcaraz, it'll be a pretty, I'm not easy, but I think it'll be a straightforward for him. But I think Big Foe Tiafoe might have a little bit of a shot with that big New York crowd. He knows how to elevate his game for this specific tournament. It's like I feel like he's been waiting specifically for the U.S. Open here. All right, Iga Swiatek, an hour and 23 minutes into this match, is about to kick off a third and deciding set. The winner of this set moves on. The loser goes back home. Iga, first serve. Love. Third set. Good serve. Oh, beautiful backhand return. Now forehand Iga, forehand Ostapenko cross court. Forehand Iga goes wide up the sideline into the alleyway, and it's love 15. Penko and Coco played in AO, yes, and that was a quarterfinal where Ostapenko beat Goff. When you're live, how do you get your questions to? When you're live, how do you get your questions to pop up? It's just me selecting them. So I basically I try to get every comment that I can. Sometimes I can't because there are too many people and all that stuff. But yeah, so I think I'm one of the commentators that tries to get everyone's comment. But like I said, sometimes it's going too fast. It's a rematch anyway. Yeah, says Minor, Djokovic or Alcaraz. I have Djokovic winning the tournament. That's who I predicted at the beginning. But that's because Alcaraz to me has a little bit of a tougher chance to get to the final, whereas I felt like it was almost a guarantee that Novak will make it to the final. So I'm going to say Djokovic, but if it's Djokovic Alcaraz, I might change my mind. Other than the immense power of Ostapenko ground strokes, why does Iga have so much trouble with her? Because Iga refuses to step back from the baseline, and Ostapenko is one of the few players that can make Iga sweat from that position. Chris, myself, says Minor. Sinner, I don't give Sinner a chance to beat Djokovic. No, not at all. Very little chance. I give him a chance to beat Alcaraz, a much better chance to beat Alcaraz. I think he would have a tough time against Medvedev and an even tougher time against Djokovic. It's not impossible, but I would say I'd give him a 2% chance to go through those two players if he goes through Alcaraz, if Alcaraz even meets him there. Sinner, winner, twinner, Ginger. All right. It's the business end of this match. It was fourth round. You cover that, I think. Okay. I'm sorry if I asked too many questions. It's just fun when people actually look at my question. Oh, no worries, buddy. I'm trying to make everyone enjoy themselves out here. All right, so it's Iga down love 40 early here in the first game. Triple break point for Ostapenko, but it will not be a break to love. Her backhand return goes into the net. Still 2 break point opportunities, however, for Jelena Ostapenko to get off on a very good foot for her, at least, if you're a fan of hers. Coco is a completely different player from that loss. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. January to now, I think she's a different player since Wimbledon. Not Chris. It's all good. Jelena is looking strong. Yeah, Penko in 3, says Longinus Galaxy. Very, very strong, powerful name. Medvedev gets mad too easily. Yeah, he does, but he's still a formidable player. I'd say he's definitely the third most likely player to win this tournament. Oh my God, need Penko to hold here, says Peaches. Iga has saved 2, but will not save the third break point. She hits her +1 into the net, actually halfway down the net, and that was not a great attempt. And Ostapenko with a break, and she's making me look good because I picked Ostapenko in 3, and she has the early break lead in set number 3.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
Check out Minor. I totally 100% agree with this comment, saying Sinner and Zverev can be 5 sets banger. I totally agree with you. I think that's going to be one of the better matches of the tournament. So far on the men's, I honestly don't think it's been a great tournament. I think we're going to have a really good second week here. Not too many crazy matches in the first week, but I think that might be the first big one of the whole tournament, in my opinion. Iga with a second serve return, clean winner off the backhand. And servers having a tough go here. Iga lost the first 3 points on her serve to start the set. Now Ostapenko down love 15. And look at this. Chi Sports Fan saying, I subbed, by the way. Welcome to the subscribers. Thank you very much, buddy. I really, really appreciate your support. Go Ostapenko. Longin is saying, yeah, Penko needs to hold her serve comfortably. Minor, Chris, that's right, my man. We are Penko fans here. You're one of my fave tennis channels. Awesome. Great to hear, buddy. Really, really put a smile on my face. Coco, since that Wimbledon loss, just a beast. Yes, she has been phenomenal. Just one loss, as mentioned. She's been cruising. Come on, Penko, let's go, baby. Does everyone hate on Medvedev because he's Russian? Oh, I don't hate him at all. I really like him. I love his attitude. He's really quirky. He's funny. He's intelligent. I like how he gets a little aggro with the crowd. No worries, Chris. I get trigger happy sometimes too. Covey is great. Thanks, buddy. Yes, says Peaches. Peaches is excited for Penko here. Peaches has directed Ostapenko in person to beat Iga. And Ostapenko gave her the smile and nod. So let's see if that comes through. And it is Penko with a double fault for 30 all here. So she was up 30-15, but still not in deep trouble or anything. Manor, no, Chris, I hate him because he's too dramatic and I don't like dominant players. With clip of her, the man was pretty predictable. Peach is saying hi to Manor. All right, Ostapenko, 30 all. Good serve, forehand Iga. Oh, man, missed that by a mile. Tried to go up the line, but was wide of the alley and long of the court. And it is a game point. Ostapenko looking to consolidate and take a good 2-love lead to put pressure on the world number one. Was Djokovic versus Alcaraz Cincinnati the best one? I think the Wimbledon Djokovic Alcaraz was absolutely awesome. It wasn't like an all-time classic, but yeah, it was amazing. Especially that fifth set, unbelievable tennis. They also had that 26-minute 32-point game in the third set was another crazy one. I mean, something Jerry, my guy, forced Kraptovic to 5. Okay. I don't fully understand that, but I know that you were hoping that Jerry beat Krapkovic. Had Swiatek in 3. My confidence is shaking. I hope Swiatek isn't, says Todd. But see, it's not over. Like I always say, when you have a top player, by the way, it was a consolidation. I forgot to hit the button. As I always say, when you have a top player and they're only down 1 break, I always say it's not over. If they're down 2 breaks, then you might feel a little confident. But if any top player is down just 1 break, they can always come back. The crowd hates him, says Chief Sports Fan. I think you're talking about Djokovic or Medvedev, maybe. Manor, this is blasphemy. Hey, Covey and everyone, says Max. Welcome. Hey, folks, we have about 150 people in. My goal is to get to 100 likes. So far, we're at 58, almost 60. So if you haven't done so, please consider hitting the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, just like my friend Chief Sports Fan has just done. And also, you can hit that notification bell, and you'll know exactly when every video is going live. Swiatek with a beautiful forehand up the line off a rally ball, and it's a clean winner. And she is up 30-love after losing the first 2 games of this deciding third set. When you're live watching tennis, how do you get the score up for people and have it be up to date? It's actually the scoreboard that you're seeing beside me over here. No, over here. That's it's just a screen on like on a Chrome page that updates by itself. So it's its own little thing. So I'm not updating it, but I'm watching live, basically up to the second. Ooh, Ostapenko with a forehand ripper off the serve, and it's a clean winner cross court. Swiatek 30-15 here. That button is delicious. The crowd doesn't hate him because he's Russian, though. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Manor. I think he just gets on their nerves and they get on his nerves. Welcome, Chief Sports Fan. Hey, Max. Hi, Max and TCK. Iga not able to shape points effectively this match. She's going for big shots too soon. Exactly, Todd. This is what Ostapenko does. She puts so much power. She doesn't have a medium or slow shot. She just goes all out every shot. And it's like Iga's not used to facing just a constant onslaught. And the thing is, Ostapenko is one of the few players who can make those heavy shots off of Iga's shots. Normally, Iga's got so much whip on her forehand that other players can't control it. But Ostapenko can handle power, and that's why this has been a 3-0 head-to-head career winning record for Ostapenko against her. Hi, King, says Chief Sports Fan. Chris, I watch on Eurosport. I liked you guys like too. Thank you very much, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. Chris, he used TNNS app. Yes, that is. Yes, thank you very much, Manor. There is an app called TNNS. Iga Swiatek was up 30-love and now has lost 3 straight points and folks is in danger of going down a double break in this third set. Wow. Penko, nice start. Hope she wins, says Real Madrid Zidane. You can download it too. Yeah, TNNS. Yeah, thank you, Minor. You're you know more about this stuff than I do. TCK saying, hey, up Max, how do you get it for people to see? Well, you can just go on. See, I was given a link by Ben and JG, like, I don't know, a long time ago, like last November when I joined the Game to Love, and it is a break. And since then, I just bookmarked it. So I just kind of reopen it. But I think it is, hold on. So if you go to you know what? It's going to be hard to, basically it's tennis-lwts.web.app. So there you go. Maybe you might have to go rewind backwards to do it. Or I'll say it one more time. tennis-lwts.web.app. And that is where the scoreboard is, I believe. Latvia, oi, 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 says Minor. Go Asta. And Real 03, let's go, champ. Penko, yes. We got Hard Candy saying, let's go. And by the way, folks, thank you guys. Just got 9 more likes. We went from 54 to 63, just like that. Thanks to you guys on mobile or computer. Well, you can actually, if you have on mobile, you could just go, just type in, like on the App Store, type in TNNS, and there you go. You have the app. And then you can also just type in TNNS on your Google search on your computer, and then you can get it there as well. Max and King, how's it going, says Charles. Iga can't beat Penko. Hasn't yet. 0-3 in her career. Penko power, says Peaches, with, what is it, 6 big bicep emojis there. Thanks. You're welcome, Chi, my buddy, my new buddy from New Orleans. I thought 3-0 head-to-head was kind of fluky, but watching this match, it's easy to see Ostapenko is a bad matchup. And yeah, you're right. It's that big power. Rybakina, Sabalenka, Ostapenko. Ostapenko is not as consistently good as Sabalenka and Rybakina, but those are the types of players that have the arsenal to not only hit Iga hard, but also counter off of Iga's whippy forehands and backhands. I'm going to be a tennis YouTuber, but it's hard to get views. You just got to start, my friend. Just start. Do your best. You know, this is not my channel, so everything was set up for me. Ben and JG, they did all the hard legwork, and then I luckily found a way to join them. But yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. But if you just start. That's what I would say. Can you put it live on mobile? You mean can I be like out at the park doing a live stream? I think it's possible, but I've never done it. And I probably wouldn't. I would rather just, I made a little studio. I actually have a green screen behind me. So yeah, I have a little studio set up in my room. TCK, Charles Cross, I'm present and grateful. Look at that. What a beautiful comment from TCK. I'm from Chicago, not New Orleans. Oh, okay. So you're saying Chicago sports fan. I'm from Chicago, not New Orleans. Gotcha. I wasn't sure if your name was Chi or maybe it was Chris or something. Adil saying, I called it. Yeah, so far, so good. The match isn't over, though. However, Ostapenko here, you guys, is up 40-love and looking to take a commanding 4-love lead in this deciding set. Serve is good. Return up the middle. Forehand Ostapenko cross court. And Iga's forehand goes wide. It's a consolidation for Ostapenko. And the world number 1 is under some heavy pressure, folks. She could be out of this tournament very shortly if she does not find a way back into the set. She's down double break, love 4. Consolidation for Jelena Ostapenko. My gosh, Penko, I need to leave for work. Please finish this now. Good to hear, my friend. My friend, sorry. Again, I've never tried to do that, so I do not know the answer to that. Sorry, buddy. We got Real Madrid saying you. There you go. Make it 6-0 Penko. Look at, imagine if Iga gets bageled here. That would be crazy. She's already served up 2 bagels and 2 breadsticks in this tournament, and it's a double fault for Iga. Things are unraveling here for the world number 1. She's down love 15 on a double fault. Oh no. She's only got 46% of her first serves in play in this fourth set, or the third set for Iga. So I don't know. The pressure's maybe getting to her. Iga with a good serve, backhand return, and then the +1 from Iga into the net. She's just lacking total rhythm at the moment, folks. And right now, Ostapenko is 6 points away from a date with Coco Gauff in a couple of days' time. 1 hour, 40 minutes into it. Last 10 points have all gone to Jelena Ostapenko. She is red hot on fire right now. All right, Iga trying to stop this streak right now. First serve is good. Ostapenko, forehand cross court. Forehand Iga, and it's a winner. Ostapenko looked like she could have gone for that, but she didn't. And the streak is broken after 10 straight points. Finally, Swiatek has won now. After 2.5 straight games of no points. Iga is too boring, says Adil. Love to see it. If Iga losing, Saba will finally be number 1. There you go. She has to hit Biga shot. I don't understand. Biga shots? Do you mean big shots? Oh, Biga shots, like Biga. Iga. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Another forehand winner from Ostapenko up the line. And it is a double break point for Ostapenko on the Swiatek serve, 15-40. I am absolutely shocked right now, folks. Forehand return, cross court from Ostapenko, and then Iga's forehand goes wide, lands in the alley, and it's a break to 15, third straight break against Iga in this set, and Ostapenko is now up 5-love and is just 4 points away from victory.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
Real saying, you got my like, boss. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. And I really appreciate every single one of you. We're up to 65 likes. My target goal is 100. And if Ostapenko serves this out, we might not have too much time. So if you haven't done so, please consider liking this video. Subscribe if you're new, just like my man from Chicago. Well, he's from Chicago, but he lives in New Orleans, our newest subscriber. So here we go. Sorry if I've missed some comments, folks, but it's starting to heat up. Is the bakery open on Iga? TCK. It looks like it could be. Yazda. And then Vamos from Manor. Penko listening to me. GG, let's go, says my man from Chi-Town / New Orleans. Hell yeah, let's go. Bagel for Iga. Bagel is common 05 LOL. Yes. Hey Peaches, Manor, and TCK. Bye Iga, says Adil. I can't believe Iga is about to get a bagel. Bye Iga. Like guys. Okay, folks. Serving for the match is Jelena Ostapenko. Ostapenko, in her career, has 4 wins in 5 matches at the round of 16 level in Grand Slams in her career. 80% winning percentage, looking to make that even higher. Good return from Iga. Very aggressive return on the second serve, right to the feet of Ostapenko, and Ostapenko's forehand goes long. So finally, a better start to one of these games for Iga. She is down again, folks. Iga she needs to win every single game, or she is done here. She's down love 5. And the serve up the tee is a good one. The return from Iga is long by about 4 feet. 15 all. Iga very angrily doing some shadow swings after she misses that. Here we go. Ostapenko, another first serve, and then a short ball reply. Iga tries to go forehand up the line. Ostapenko with the volley at the net, hits it, and Iga takes that point. Ostapenko had control of the point there, but Iga trying to stay alive. She is a world number 1, folks, so she is not going to go away quietly. But Ostapenko has been on fire in this third set. First serve, good. Forehand, Iga. Nice and deep. Forehand from Ostapenko goes wide. And now Iga looking to make a move, get one of the 3 breaks back. It is 15-40. Iga 0 for 0 on break points in this set. Ostapenko 3 for 5. Here we go. Ostapenko serving 15-40. Nope, didn't like the toss. Good first serve, and it's a break from the world number 1. Hits a forehand clean winner up the line. No bagel for Iga. She does get one of the 3 breaks back. Okay. Send likes quick. Thanks, buddy. I have a bet with coworker. I have Swiatek and Sabalenka, and he has the field. Go Sabalenka. You want me to send another like on another? Oh, no, it's okay, buddy. You don't have to worry about that. But I do appreciate everyone. We're up to 71, so not too bad. We're inching our way to 100. Iga serving here at 1-5, serving to stay in the match. First serve right at the body. Good return, Ostapenko. Now forehand, Iga cross court off the net. Lands on the Ostapenko side. Ostapenko with a ripper forehand up the line. Iga cannot handle it, and it is love 15. What happens to Iga? What happened to Iga? She had a good first set, but in the second set, yeah, she just got broken. It was a good second set. In the third set, Ostapenko has just been rolling, winning the first 5 games. She's pissed. No. Jelena, keep the nerves. All right. Iga serving love 15. Nice serve out wide. Block back return. Ostapenko. It's a short ball. Iga goes cross court. Ostapenko was there. Now Ostapenko forehand up the line as Iga hit a volley. And Ostapenko now 2 points away from victory. It is love 30 on the Iga serve. She comes in. She hit one volley to the forehand side of Ostapenko, but that volley was too high. Ostapenko got there easily and had tons of time to easily to push that up the line there. So it's love 30. Here we go. Iga serving. First serve is into the net. So now Ostapenko will get a look at a second serve here. And if she wins this point, it'll be triple match point. Ooh, the times are tense, folks. Good first serve, and it's a clean cross-court forehand winner off the second serve, pulverizing that one. And it's triple match point for the Latvian.
Match point.
Jelena Ostapenko on the verge of victory against world number 1. Uh-oh, and Iga, I think, would relinquish the world number 1 here, too. So it's a huge moment. Oh, forehand Ostapenko. Now short ball. She goes cross-court forehand, and it's a victory. Ostapenko breaks to love, and she is through to the quarterfinals. Iga Swiatek, the defending champion, is out of the U.S. Open. Unable to make it to the quarterfinals as defending champion. No one since 2018 has been able to do that. So there you go. Jelena Ostapenko has won, folks. She takes it 3-6, 6-3, 6-1, and she continues and remains undefeated in her career. Now 4 wins and 0 losses against Iga Swiatek. Now I'm not 100% positive, but I think Iga, folks, is gonna lose the world number 1 ranking. I'm gonna double check that. Let's see. And folks, it is official. Aryna Sabalenka will be the world number 1. No matter what happens in this tournament, Iga has lost and she will no longer be world number 1. It's kind of a sad moment, I'm not going to lie. But there it is, folks. 75 likes. Thank you for all of your support. Jelena Ostapenko with a phenomenal effort in the last 2 sets, losing just 4 out of 16 games, and she has moved on. Iga definitely disappointed. She will be. She's a very fierce competitor. Unfortunate for her, but congratulations to Jelena Ostapenko, to all the Latvian fans out there. And there you have it. All right, folks, we're going to come back, check out some comments. But before I do that, we're going to play the Ostapenko button. The winner always gets the button. Give it up one time for our champion, Jelena Ostapenko.
When it's time to go, she be putting on a show. She gonna give you more. It's Ostapenko. When it's time to go, she'll put you on the floor. It's time to go, cause it's Ostapenko.
All right, my homeboy SWL says no Coco Iga rematch with a crying emoji. No bagel, no problem. Penko, you are on fire, says Real Madrid Zadan. Hi, Manor. Over, says Real. Like, says my man, Cheese Sports Fan, Chi-Town. And how about this, folks? We got So Iconic giving a $4.99 tip. Thank you so much. Right back at you, my friend. Really, really appreciate the donation. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to run through a few more of the comments here. And by the way, So Iconic, you gave a tip. Would you like a button before I call it? Now I'm going to give you let you know what buttons I have, because I don't want you to request something I do not have. Now it's a long list. So Iconic, I hope you're listening. These are your options: Iga, Ostapenko, Coco, Wozniacki, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Dan Evans, Big John Isner, Noskova, Jabeur, Dimitrov, Mira Andreeva, Dominic Kopfer, Rebecca Peterson, Rublev, Runa, Rybakina, Vondrosova, Sabalenka, Keys, Haddad Maya, Daria Seville, Laszlo Jere, Bozkova, Rafa, and Tiafo. So Iconic, let me know which one you would like, buddy. Let me know. TCK saying game to love. I believe on Penko, but did not bet on her. Shame. Odds was so big. Todd saying thanks, Covey. You're very welcome. Thank you, Covey, says SWL. Djokovic says Shy Sports Fan. Sabalenka. Since it was the last Open, I'll take Big John. That's a good one. So Iconic. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap up this stream by giving the button, well-deserved button by So Iconic. Thank you once again for the tip. And happy retirement to Big John Isner. One time for Big John.
Big John.
All right, thanks, Iga. Congrats, Ostapenko. Shy Sports Fan. So one thing about our channel, my friend, is if you donate, it's $5 for any button. So if you donate, I can get you that button. But at the moment, I can't do it. When I first started, I used to give them out so much, and I was told that you can't be giving them out so much. So unfortunately, I can't do that, buddy, unless you want to throw in a tip. However, it's time for me to end the stream. The match is over. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you. We got to 77 likes. The goal was 100, but you know what? That's a great number. We had about 150 people in here, so we did really, really well. Thank you to my new subscriber, Shy Sports Fan. Also to everyone, Manor, Idemo Lady, SWL, Todd Hill, Charles Cross. Sorry, I'm going to miss a whole bunch. TCK, Oddale, all you guys. Really love watching. So Iconic, of course. Thank you for the tip. Thank you guys, everyone. Really appreciate you. We'll see you later on in the tournament. GTL will have matches every single day until the end of the tournament, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit like and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get a notification every time we're going live. All right, folks, enjoy the rest of the U.S. Open. You definitely will see me. I don't know exactly when, but don't worry, you will see me. Have a good one from Vancouver. Covey out. Peace.